Happy Sunday, y'all. It is day 7 of the 30-day clean keto challenge. We weighed in and we have some results for you, so stay tuned. All right, guys, you will never guess where I am. I am in Wonderland. I weighed in today at 198.8. I did it like 5 different times to make sure that I was truly under 200, and it is 198.8. I am so excited. That is a loss of 5.2 pounds in 1 week. This is probably the most I have ever lost in a week since probably month 1. So I am elated and over the moon, and I am in Wonderland, guys. It is amazing, and I am so excited. Caesar weighed in, and he lost 7.2 pounds in 1 week. Now, mind you, he had never done keto before, and he started to feel a little sick today. Actually, last night, he started to feel a little under the weather, and it didn't even dawn on me that he might get the keto flu. And so today we made sure that he had some potassium and that he takes his magnesium, so he gets all of his supplements, drinks enough water, is having that pink Himalayan salt, whatever we can do to boost those electrolytes to make sure that he's feeling healthy and great. But he says he feels great, and guess what? He downloaded the Carb Manager app. He wants to know how to keep track of his food and if I could teach him. So that's what we did this morning. We downloaded the app so he could input his meals and so he can figure out like what he has room for throughout the day. We talked about the importance of tracking and the difference that it has made these past few days. And we realize like when there is no limit, when we have no parameters, we tend to mindlessly eat and we overeat on certain foods, and the calories can go sky high with that. So we've realized that tracking puts us in like a limit. It gives us a range of food that we can have. And so we're not deprived, we're not starving ourselves. He's just in that mindless habit of munchy and snacky, and he likes to be able to have that freedom to do it throughout the day. So I'm super excited that he wanted to download the app. It was his idea. I didn't even go, hey, you want to try doing this on your own? He did it. So I'm going to help him figure out how to track his macros so that way he can keep track of his while I keep track of mine. So I'm really excited for this change. Guys, I can't even tell you how amazing it feels to lose 5.2 pounds in 1 week and to finally in how long has it been? Since March, April, May, in 3 months to finally get under 200 pounds. I mean, I felt like I've been at this stall or in standstill for so many weeks, and to finally bust through, it's just an amazing feeling. So this morning, I didn't break my fast until noon today, and I had my coffee, my collagen coffee, and it is now 1:30 and I haven't eaten yet. So I'm starting to now get hungry. I didn't want to eat right at noon just because I was breaking my fast and I wanted to, get all the calories in. So I'm trying to like take my time and go, okay, are you hungry? You're not hungry. You can wait. So now that the hunger's kicking in, I can go and eat my breakfast. My breakfast is going to be 2 sausage links that I had prepared in the air fryer. These chicken spinach and feta links that I had yesterday. I'm going to have 2 of them today with 2 eggs. I may do a little bit of an omelet, scramble the eggs, put a little bit of cheese, and put some of that holy guacamole that we had last night on it, and then have the sausage links on the side. And tonight we're going to do our new Ninja Foodie, and we're going to prepare a chuck roast. And so we've already figured out how many ounces of meat is good for us for today. We're going to do some Brussels sprouts in the air fryer with bacon as well. So in figuring out Caesar's macros, he needs a lot more protein, obviously, than I would for him being a man. And his protein intake, like he's trying to figure out how to increase his protein without increasing his fat. Because if he just has more bacon or more eggs or more of the pot roast, then his fat goes over and he's really trying to keep within his macros. So what we realized is the chicken deli slices that I had bought to make the protein lasagna, like that is a lower fat, higher protein snack or addition that he can add to his diet that will increase his protein but not overload him on fat. So we're trying to navigate. I'm giving him the avocados so he and the butter so he can stay full throughout the day, but I'm also trying to figure out how to help him reach his protein goal for the day. I don't want him to be under that protein. I really think he needs to hit that protein goal. Make sure he's getting enough. So all in all, this is a pretty exciting, monumental day because I hit Wonderland. And y'all, this land is beautiful. I'm so glad I'm here. I don't want to leave ever again. I want to stay in this land as long as I live. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Week 1 has been amazing. I'm nervous about week 2, 3, and 4, considering that we are going to be on the road traveling. So I am going to have to be creative to figure out how I'm going to do that. If you have any tips or tricks or recipes, feel free to comment, leave it below. Let me know what are some good on-the-go meals that we can have if we're sitting in the car for 6 to 8 hours and we need to eat our meals. Before we would just stop in at a drive-through or a gas station and eat the worst possible things. So I don't want to put ourselves in that situation. I want to be prepared with, chunks of meat or cheese or bacon or nuts or, I don't know, like I'm just trying to think of things that we can have that feels satisfying, that fills us up and stays within our macros and on keto. And then I will be trying to figure out meals as we go along. And I'm going to be showing them to you. So stay tuned to make sure that you've hit that subscribe button and that like button and that notification bell so you find out when all the new videos are coming out. All right, let's go cook my, breakfast/lunch, my breakfast for lunch. So since I lost 5.2 pounds in 1 week, and that was the most I've lost in a week since the very, very beginning, I wanted to really reflect on what I've been doing differently this week that I wasn't doing the past 3 months that I've been at a standstill, at a stall. I've been tracking. I definitely have not been tracking before, so definitely keeping an eye on my macros and my calorie intake and my serving sizes, and am I getting enough protein? Am I staying under 20 net carbs? Like all of those things are definitely something different than I did before. Exercise. I am incorporating movement and exercise as much as possible. My goal is to do 3 times a week. If I exceed that, then great, but I want to at least do 3 times a week. And what I do is I look at my, whatever this is called, I've called it an iWatch or an Apple Watch, but I look at my activity levels on here. And if my exercise ring is closed for 30 minutes, or if I hit 10,000 steps, so it's an either or, I either hit the 30 minutes or I do the 10,000 steps, then I consider that my activity for the day. So if I do that 3 times a week or 3 days a week, then that I'm hitting my goal. So the movement is definitely a big change that I've noticed. I am also intermittent fasting. Before, I would try to do intermittent fasting and then I would be off on the weekends, was loosely doing it. And so this time we're really sticking to a 16-8 schedule. I do not eat in those 16 hours of fasting, and I only eat within an 8-hour window, sometimes shorter, sometimes in a 6-hour window, but I definitely will not exceed the time that I said I was gonna do. So Caesar and I both break our fast anywhere between 10:30 or 11, and we stop eating by 6:30 or 7 every single night. So that's been a change that I've been consistent with these past 7 days. And actually the quality of food is definitely different and has improved for the 7 days. We became members of ButcherBox. My husband gifted me with that on Valentine's Day, and we were getting monthly subscription boxes of grass-fed, grass-finished beef every single month. And so I've been using that. I've been improving the quality of the eggs that I'm getting. I'm paying attention more to ingredients, and I'm not getting the cheapest, biggest pack of bacon that I had been doing for like 9 months. I'm actually paying attention to the ingredients. It makes a big difference. Like, I didn't realize what a big difference it made because I was still losing in the beginning, and so I didn't see that there was an issue with it. But when I saw the stall and I was doing this challenge, and what clean keto really is cleaning up those ingredients, making sure you don't have traces of sugar in the packages, making sure that you do have quality meats and eggs and organic when you can, and vegetables that are organic. So these changes, I think, have also impacted the success that I've had this week. Oh, and another thing that I noticed that I've been doing a lot of this week is drinking a lot more water. I always had my big cup of water, and I would have about 1 or 2 of those a day, but I've been having like 3 or 4 even. And I don't know if it's because of the exercise or because of my intermittent fasting window, and I just want to drink a lot of water to get me through it, but I'm definitely drinking a lot more water. So that is also, could be a factor into the 5.2 pound loss that I had this week. So a couple of things that I want to continue all of it. I want to continue to track. I want to continue doing the activity level. I'm going to continue doing lots of water, the intermittent fasting, and I'm going to really, really try hard to get the quality food while on the road, the organic, the grass-fed, grass-finished beef, the organic vegetables, the grade A pasture-raised eggs. All of those things might be hard once we start going into unknown territory, but that's going to be something that I'm going to try my hardest to do. But all in all, I want to continue this moving forward, and we'll see what next week holds. I plan to weigh in again next Sunday. I'm not sure how that's going to work, being in the RV and traveling. I'm not sure how the scale's going to react once we get in an RV, but we will do our best. Tonight's dinner is going to be the chuck roast. I am searing it right now. I had seasoned it with this paleo powder. It smells so good. And I went ahead and started searing it for 3 minutes on each side. And then I went ahead and got some beef broth, and I added my homemade ranch seasoning inside. So once this is done searing, I'm going to put the broth underneath, and then we're going to let it cook for, I believe, an hour. Maybe I should do 45 minutes and check it. But yeah, that's going to be dinner. All right, so after I'm done searing it on all 3 sides, I'm going to put it aside, and then I'm going to put in my broth with the seasoning. I'm going to let that come to a boil, and then I'm going to put the roast back in there. All right, now it's the Brussels sprouts with bacon. I'm going to put it in the air fryer for about 15 minutes. All right, I want to open it up, take a look at it, make sure that it is cooking all the way. You don't have to pause it or anything. That's what I love about this thing. Make sure everything is getting coated and cooked. All right, let's keep cooking it. so much for watching. I appreciate your support in this journey. This is my imperfect keto journey, and I am learning and growing and losing as we go along. So I thank you for going on this journey with me. Feel free to leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.